This might actually be the best wireless mechanical keyboard out there. What's up guys, Romsicle here, and this is the Machenike K7, a wireless mechanical keyboard with full RGB backlighting. Inside the box are manuals, a keycap holder, and a USB-C cable. Starting with the design, the keyboard is made mostly of plastic but has this hefty metal top plate that spills over to the edges and gives the keyboard a bit of weight, and it feels very well built. This is a 10 keyless mech, so there is no numpad, and this is a low profile design, or as I like to refer it, the exposed layout. You can clearly see the switches at the bottom, and this layout makes keycap removal a little easier and spills the RGB lighting just a little bit. The keycaps are pretty basic with ABS plastic with a matte coating, a very low quality double shot design with a cherry stem. As for the switches, at first I thought this keyboard was using Otemu Blues and Otemu Black switches because that's the usual switch that keyboard manufacturers in China would go for, but this is actually some unbranded switch that I couldn't get much information on, so I had to go on Machenike's website to find that they actually offer 4 different switches for this keyboard. All 4 switches have considerably high actuation forces. The black one has the highest one at 80 grams at 1.5 millimeters of actuation distance, while the other 3 have 60 grams of actuation with varying heights of actuation points, with the blue ones having the lowest at 2.4 millimeters. But here's the sound test of the black switches. Besides the beautiful metal top plate, we also have some plastic bits such as this tiny hollow wrist rest, used to be ergonomically friendly if you happen to type like this, although I would not recommend it. The sides are all made of plastic with 4 LED windows. On the bottom we have 2 regular rubber feet, and then we have the entire surface of the kickstand feet made of rubber for better stability, and the feet kick up diagonally and are pleasantly sturdy. And here's a side view of the keyboard with the kickstand feet retracted and deployed. Moving to the interface, above the arrow keys is our LED indicator for caps lock, scroll lock, Bluetooth connection, and battery. While on the rear side of the keyboard, we have a USB-C slot rated at 5V 1A for charging, as well as being used as a slot for wired connections. We also have 2 switches, one for turning on Bluetooth, while the other one is to switch from different operating systems because it's compatible with the big 4. And you also have some iOS designs on the keycaps as well. And the best feature of this keyboard is this tactile wheel right here that changes the LED effects instead of using the traditional method of using function keys, and it is amazing. And because it's a tactile wheel, you get full forward and reverse controls with tactile feedback when choosing your specific effects. In order to connect this keyboard to your devices, you just need to put the switch to Bluetooth and the RGB will automatically light up to indicate that it's on. Next, it's as easy as holding function 1, 2, 3 together until the Bluetooth light starts flashing. Then you can go to your device and pair the keyboard, and bam, it's connected just like that, and it can connect up to 3 devices at once with a range of 10 meters. The battery inside is a 2000 mAh battery and can last up to 60 hours on a full charge with a 5-minute standby timer. So after 5 minutes, the keyboard's going to be on standby, the lights will be off, you won't be able to use the keyboard, but to activate it once again, you just need to press a single button, wait around 2 seconds, and the LEDs will come back on, and you're good to go again. What's also great about this keyboard is that if you turn it on, it has this little light sequence, and that's the same amount of time it takes to get the keyboard ready. So you're actually being entertained for a little bit before you can start using the keyboard, which is kind of awesome. And finally, we have the blessed RGB lighting of this keyboard. It features a total of 19 different color effects, and I'm just going to go through each one. You get 4 levels of brightness via function F5 and F6, and you can change the color with function left and right arrow key, and you get the usual 8 colors with a rainbow variant on majority of the effects. You can also separately change the LEDs on the front, sides, and rear of the keyboard with function plus insert and delete, as shown on the keycaps, with spectrum, wave, and static colors available, and you can also turn off the LEDs if you want to. The LEDs are fairly bright, but because they are PCB mounted, it's not going to be as vibrant as switch mounted LEDs, but it's totally fine. So overall, I think this is a really great wireless mechanical keyboard. I've been using it for the past 2 weeks and I've had no issues whatsoever. Ever since my first time connecting to my computer, connectivity has been super stable and I've not DC'd once. RGB is a really nice touch, the long battery life is awesome, and I would definitely recommend this as a mobile work accessory. It has many qualities of a good mechanical keyboard, and because it's a wireless one without the use of a receiver, definitely gives it a lot of bonus points. The form factor is also great. It's a 10 keyless, so it takes up less space, and you have the durability and stability thanks to the metal backplates, and you have the lightness from the plastic frame. So if you're going to be using this outside and traveling a lot, it's definitely not going to be a burden for you. My only gripe about this keyboard is probably just the switches. The actuation force is considerably higher than your average Cherry switch. Like these black switches right here are 80 grams of actuation force, while the lightest one is the blue switch, the red switch, and the brown switch, which are 60 grams of actuation force, but you'll only find the black switch and the blue switch ready available on Banggood and AliExpress. But if you're someone who likes to type on heavier actuation force keys, then this might be the perfect keyboard for you. Thanks for watching this review. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.